itu.
何をする
Money! We need to pay money for it. Glancing at the register, I see that looks to be a store employee staring at us. He has a phone in his... Ya, selamat datang di KukkoroDays Part 3 ya. Untuk sebelum mulai lanjut lagi ke Part 3, saya minta maaf ya sebelumnya. Kemarin itu saya agak grogi apa gimana pas rekaman, jadi ada yang salah ngomongnya lah, ada yang gimana gitu. Jadi minta maaf kalau saya tuh grogi ya, udah rekaman grogi gitu kan, nggak udah lanjut aja ke KukkoroDays. Dan kemarin kita udah ngomong sama si Katelia dan kita ngajak Katelia ke Akibahara ini, dan ya kita lanjut aja. I find myself here in Akibahara. Bener gak sih? I find myself here in Akihabara pretty regularly. Not necessary but to buy anime merchandise or figures, but simply because it's convenient and close by. My friend favorite maid cafe is also here, where I take along with him numerous times. There been a big commotion about the one of the employees there, a big stalker. But okay, Akihabara couldn't be more peaceful. Across the street of the extensive cell phone stores boasting the cheapest rates, one of the fine girl dressed as a maid, handing out tissues to passers-by. The main drag will often turn into a pedestrian paradise, but it seems that this time of the day cars are allowed to pass through. Despite that, crowds of cosplayers are gathered on the sidewalk and the square, each their own style of cosplay. In this part of town, even armor like Katelia probably won't look too out of place. On the way here, Katelia's armor had escaped my mind, but now glances of people staring at her blaze and appearance are almost painful. However, cosplay has become a natural part of Akihabara culture, and she doesn't seem to stand out too much.
おい、キク、ちょっと待ってくれないか
I hear a feeble voice coming from behind.
私を置いていかないでほしい
Baru diajak kencan ke sini gitu. Aduh. Ya nggak jauh-jauh kok, tenang saja, saya selalu ada di dekat Anda. Apparently her power of authority as a lady knight has disappeared somewhere after winnowing outside. Every time a car or bicycle cross her path, she lets out a frightened shriek. What is? Apa sih itu ngomong dia? Don't tell me, you are scared?
そんなことはない。私はオルドワール王国の騎士団長だぞ。この程度のことで怯えたりなど。
Halfway through her sentence, Katelia glanced at me sharply and draws close.
それよりあれは何なのだ。あのような猛スピードで突進してくる鉄の塊は初めて見たぞ。
It's not a lump of iron, I guess it's a model of transportation in this world called a car.
自動車
Yeah. All-toned, she claims to be scared, and I can tell she's on guard. Of course, she would be so. For someone who unfamiliar with cars, they must look like monsters. For now, I should explain to her what the cars are hostile. As long as you don't go this fast at this point, there is no harm. It's not as if they are enemies.
本当だな。キク、私をたばかってはいないな。
I shake my head, thinking about how skeptical this being. Percaya saya, okay? It's true that the car can become dangerous weapons depending how they use, but as long as you follow the rules, an accident isn't likely to happen. The rule in this case would be the one where pedestrians stick to the sidewalk.
なるほど。わかった。気をつけることにしよう。
Nah, gitu dong, nurut gitu ya.
ちなみに聞いておきたいんだが、あの大きな橋の上を走っているのも、その自動車とやらなのか？
Iya. Catalia points at the long overpass at the sketches from Akibahara station where a train noisily running along the tracks. It would be correct to say it's same as a car, but explaining a difference is a bit challenging, so just noted yes instead.
やはりそうか。こちらの世界の人々はあんな鉄の塊の中に押し込められている。あまりにも不憫だ。
Oh, ayolah. Perkembangan zaman. Beautiful? Well, rush hour can be pretty awful. It wouldn't say that beautiful. That's
そ
beautiful.
うか。だがあの箱の中に入っている人々の表情、まるで奴隷ではないか。
Ya elah. Ya enggak lah.
我が国ではすでに奴隷制を廃止して久しい。キ君の国は少々遅れているようだな。
Actually, there is no slavery in this country. Even turning off to face me as mumble this, Catulia lays a delicately sharp finger against her chin and nods.
しかしあれだけの人数を同時に輸送できるとなると戦術が一変するな。前線への兵の展開が容易かつ迅速に行える。これなら転移魔法も必要なさそうだな。
From my point of view, using magic seems even more convenient.
そうでもない。転移魔法には膨大な魔力が必要だからな。安易に使えるわけじゃないんだ。
In addition, it seemed that if you make a mistake and fail to accurately specifically the destination, this whatever being transported can be destroyed midway. That sounds way too dangerous.
魔法にはリスクがつきものなんだ。数百年前には転移魔法の失敗で一国そのものが消滅したことだってあるくらいだからな。
In that case, cars really are safer. It's decided. I even have a chance to learn magic in the future. I will definitely avoid any transfer spells. As I mull over this, Catulia suddenly stopped walking. What is this, Miss Catulia? What is it, Master Catulia? Did you find something
いや
unusual?
魔力の反応が強くなっている。おそらくこの建物の中からだ。
Oh, nemuin magic. Hah? Here? Serius? The building that Catulia points to the well-known used bookstore chain of the Mart Street. I expected it to be some old-fashioned antique shop or mysterious black
と
alley.
りあえず入ってみよう。
Chasing after Catulia as she entered the store, I passed through the entrance. Welcome, good afternoon. Ah, Irasaimase. Apa? Aku nggak tahu lah. Sorry ya. The cheerful voice of the staffs resound through the store. I even hear a few times. It's huge, even one of their bigger store. Each floor divided by genre. It used books, used game, toys, instruments, all spirited into their own
こっちだ。
areas.
近いぞ。
Okay. That means everything. Catulia heads straight to the used book section. It's not the floor the one can find manga or novel, but to the area where the old books are. Old books, huh? I can't believe that there is a hint finding your way back to your home.
間違いない。 魔力を発している何かがある。よし、この辺りだな。
Saying this, she picks up a large volume. There is a unique Western style pattern drawn on all cover, but the looks of it is nothing more than dense old book. I can tell it's been around for a while, but the glance there is no way to tell its contents magic power or whatever. This one?
ああ、これは驚きだな。これは魔導書だぞ。魔法使いが自身の研究や記録を保存し残すために記すものだ。
Oh, Grimoire. Langsung nemu Grimoire. Wow. My mouth opens wide. Gimana aja? Gitu. Shock at her unexpected. Aku biasa-biasa aja kok begitu jadi oh iya Grimoire. Oke gitu.
本を開く。魔導書にはトラップが仕掛けられていることがあるから念のため気をつけておいてくれ。
Wait. Be on guard? How am I supposed to? I start to panic at her sudden word, but it's already too late. Catelia opens the book. When Catelia opens the book. Just gonna say it like that. Dot. Nothing happened. Gak ada yang terjadi buku-buku ya dibohongin.
自由だったようだな。
Thank God, don't scare me like that.
悪かった。そこまで怯えるとは思わなかったんだ。
Aku jadi kepikiran yang Tatano Yusa itu buka buku langsung masuk isekai anjir. Nanti masuk dunianya dia. Ya, jadi genrenya reverse isekai jadi isekai beneran. So sorry, I didn't think you'd be afraid.
魔力の反応から見てトラップがあるとしても大したものじゃないことは分かっていたんだ。
Then your God tell me that?
それはそうだな。これからは気をつけるよ。
Ya nggak apa-apa, tenang aja, santai, oke? Little hesitant, Catelia reassures me. She seems to be a good person at her core.
さて、何が書いてあるのか読んでみるとするか。
Saying this, she groans quiet. Catelia mumbling something to herself as her lips churn the pages. But for me, the characters on the page are total nonsense. What is that? This looks like nothing more than a strange pattern to me. A pattern must be some kind of writing. However, it's neither Japanese or English or Arabic, but a language that I never laid on eyes before. Can you read those characters?
そうか。キ君には読めないか。
Ya, aku nggak bisa baca ya. Saying this, Catelia struck a finger along the line of the characters in this grimoire. For an instant, that gesture looks incredibly erotic. Then some entirely unexpected words jump from
こ
her
れは
mouth.
私の世界の文字だ。私が読めるのは当然だろう。
What did he just say? She just say? Hang on a minute, please. That book is from your what doing here? What's a book from your what doing here?
詳しい理由は不明だ。だが、見た目よりもずっと昔から存在するものだろう。100年か200年か、あるいはそれ以上前から。
This is a joke, right? Why in the world is something like that doing in the used bookstore chain in Akihabara? This doesn't look that old.
魔法によるプロテクトがかけられている。劣化防止のためのものだな。
Ya, udah tahu
私が
lah.
感知したのはその魔法反応だったのかもしれない。この書には次元転移について記されている。過去に私の世界からこちらの世界にやってきた人物が記したもので、まず間違いない。
Did someone like that seriously exist? Wait, I have Catelia's living, breathing example, so it should be obvious that it's possible. However, I can't help feeling shocked all over again. It means that people from the other world have been living in this world from ages past. But what happened to that
この
person?
書によると元の世界に戻れたようだ。こちらの世界で次元転移の魔法を使ったらしいな。この書は当たりだ。この書にある方法を実践すれば私も元の世界に。
Ya, mau pergi dia. Trailing off, Catelia expression shifts.
なんだと？バカな。他に方法はないのか？
Yo, ngapain ya? Suruh ngapain ya? Catelia yells out with a furious look on her face. I can tell from a glance that something bad happened. Are you okay?
ああ、大丈夫だ。すまない。
She goes on to tell me that she just got into a little upset and excels apparently trying to
転移
calm
魔
down.
法の陣と座標の指定方法は分かった。だが問題になるのは魔力の有無だ。
A magical power, but I didn't mention that there is no other in this
皆無で
world.
はないんだ。だが転移に必要な魔力を賄うことは到底できない。
Oh no. I guessing that lack of magic means no spell. I feel like I should be obvious, but whatever is obvious to Catelia won't necessarily make sense in this world. Isn't there another way?
あ、いや、あるにはあるんだが、その
Ayo ngapain ya? It suddenly Catelia begins to act awkward. She might have been frightened by the cars, but I wondered that she would be frightened to make the normally plan at the Catelia's act this way. I was wrong, don't cry. Was wrong, don't cry. Jujur ya, nih ya. Aku nggak tahu ini harus ngapain. Dan ini beda warna. Aduh. Nggak peduli. Maybe I should ask what's about written in this, just in case. Even if event happens to unfold this way, I'm still here to help Catelia to get back to her own world. I don't understand anything about magic, but I've gone to put in an effort and try. In response to sentiment of mine, Catelia shakes her head as it upset.
期間は知らなくていい。知るべきではないことだ。
I can't help feeling a little hurt by her answer. Only wanted to help, so I never imagined I never reacted so harshly. Will just something bad happen if I...
だな。そうだな。まずいんだ。すごくまずい。
Are you hiding something from me?
気のせいだ。私を疑うというのか？
Ya, cuman ya nggak apa-apa sih ya. Orang punya rahasia. I have no intention doubting her, but I can't help it when she acts like this. Even if I push harder now, I'm not likely to get an answer. Oh well. Anyway, let me know if there is anything I can help to do.
すまない。
To help.
ありがとう。魔力供給の手段については他にも調べてみた方が良さそうだ。ここに記されているものはあまりにも危険すぎる。
Catelia sighs deeply and suddenly turns to stare passively at my face. What is it?
いや、なんでもない。やはりこの方法以外を探そう。
Nothing. You are acting way too suspiciously to make me believe that. And considering to have very little experience interacting with women, be Without beautiful girls, it's bad for my heart. Langsung jantungan gitu waktu. Aduh, totally unaware of that commitment going in my chest. Catelia closes her book in
こ
her
の
hand.
書はどうやらこれを記した魔法使いの日記らしい。内容を読み込んでいけば他にも手がかりがあるかもしれないしな。
A journal?
ああ、こちらの世界で結婚し子を設けたらしい。たくましく生きていたようだ。他の詳しい内容はまだ読んでいないが、かなり実力のある魔法使いだったことは確かだな。
Oh gitu ya. How did you
魔
know
法には
that?
構成がある。その構成を読み解けば術者の力量は推し量れるんだ。私は騎士だが魔法にもそれなりに詳しい。このレベルの魔法を構築できる術者は宮廷魔法使いにもそうはいないさ。
I can't see anything there, but it sounds like that formation is clear as a day to Catelia. Magic, huh? I doubt that I could do anything like that. Unwillingly mumble this out
う
loud.
ん、それは難しいかもしれない。魔法には先天的な素養が必要でな。訓練でどうにかなるものじゃないんだ。
So you are saying I don't have that it takes? Ya nggak bisa magic dong. My dream of practicing magic crashes and burn, and I slump my shoulders in disappointment. Catelia continues as if
キ
encouraged.
君だけじゃない。こちらの世界の人々にはその素養を持つ者がいないようだ。大気中の魔力濃度の関係か。素養がどのようにして生じるかなんて考えたこともなかったな。よし、元の世界に戻れたら少し調べてみるとしよう。
Catelia mumbles this on herself while nodding her hand enthusiastically. All this time, I assumed that knights would be bad at magic. Even in games, not as many use physical attack. Yeah, gamers! Gamers rise up! However, it seems that not the case when it comes to Catelia. I can tell that she knows a lot of magic. I had known that she'd been living her life as a commander of an order of knights, but she may be even more impressive than her
何にして
title.
もまずは魔力供給の方法を調べないとな。さっきの方法は最終手段ということにしよう。さあ、キ君の部屋に戻るぞ。この書に記されている内容を隅から隅まで把握しておかなければならないからな。
Saying this, Catelia tries to leave the store with the book still in her hand. Gak tahu cara bayar bangke. Udah keluar dari toko buku bawa buku nggak bayar cowok. Wait a sec. Panicking, I stopped Catelia yells before she unhastily shoplifts something from the bookstore. If I were suspected trying to shoplift, I have no idea what kind of outlandish response Catelia will have with her total lack of sense in this world. How I'm supposed to explain that she didn't if it comes to that? She can get away with cosplay in Akihabara, but in policeman notice she has a real sword, she will be clear violation of the sword and firearm controls law. Game over. Parsing my brain for processing this chain of events for a split second, I snatched away the grimoire that she holding into.
何をする？
Money! We need to buy money for it. Glancing at the register, I see that looks to be a store employee staring at us. He has a phone in his hand, was probably going to call the cops on the second we step out the store.
どういうことだ？この世界の書物庫は蔵書を借りるときに費用が発生するのか？
Neng, kamu harus bayar. Anentum, this bookstore, if we take something without paying, it's a crime. Catelia seems shocked by this statement. Swaying on her feet, she suddenly falls into her knees.
バカな。これほどまでに巨大な書店が存在するのか。
Iya harus bayar, masa nggak bayar? I did imagine that he didn't have the custom of paying money, but I can't tell otherwise from her reaction. By Athenium, she must mean a kind of library. That means that even her word there are places where you can borrow and read books for free.
なんということだ。知らなかったとはいえ、騎士団長たるこの私が盗みを働いてしまうなど、こんな失態をしでかしてどうして生きながらえていられようか。
It was only a attempt. It was only a attempt. It's not a crime yet.
そうなのか。
Ya, tenang saja.
だが私はこちらの世界のお金を持ち合わせていない。購入したくても購入できないのだ。
Of course, she doesn't have any money. That means that I just have to buy her the grimoire for her. I wonder how much will this cost? It's an old book, so I can't be that pricey, right? It's see that price tag such a back cover of the grimoire. A strange yell slipped out of my lips when I see the price tag. The number is what? 19.980 yen. Flash before my eyes. They must have added one digit to many, right? Ya enggak lah. It's not one, itu bukan 100.980 yen tapi 20.000 yen. Berapa banyak jam bekerja? How many times working my part-time job does it takes to earn this much? I do have calculation in my head.
おいキくん、もしかして高いのか。
Wah nyuri, bukunya juga banyak ya. Demi waifu, semuanya aku berikan. Perhaps nothing noticed my face suddenly losing color. Catelia leans towards me with a worried expression. It's expensive, but it's a real grimoire as long as it can help Catelia return to her own wood. It's okay, I go play it for now. Putting on a brave face, I head towards the register, the grimoire held in the trembling hands. Usually, I have few 100 yen, 1000 yen bills, but it's okay, must pay day, so I happen to have exactly 20,000 yen in my wallet. I'll be more strict budget this month. I use my mental abuse to calculate living costs based on the balance left in my bank book. If we're only just me, I could reduce my food budget to bare minimum, but now I'll be living with Catelia. My stomach starts to ache in thinking about my household finances, but there is no helping that. I gonna think about increasing my shift at work. On my way to register, I start worry expenses to get too tight. I'll have to ask Catelia to her part-time job as well. Suddenly making out the way back home, I finally Catelia opens her mouth.
すまない。こちらの世界に来てからまだ1日しか経っていないが、キくんには迷惑をかけてばかりだな。
Gak apa-apa kok, tenang saja. Why are you pledging all of a sudden?
高かったんだろう。キくんの顔を見ればわかるさ。いつか必ずこの礼はする。約束だ。
Iya, nggak apa-apa kok. I didn't buy this for you expressing anything in return. More importantly, here you go. Saying this, a hand of paper bag I'm holding to Catalina. Tucking the bag contains the grimoire and apologetic expression appears
本
on
当
her
に
face.
すまない。
Gak apa-apa. Gak apa-apa kok. She's upright person to care about this much. That reminds me, she seemed extremely regretful about most having shoplifted. As a knight, she must be pretty strict when it comes to
お
stuff
礼は
like
とも
that.
かく、私はキ君にいくらかお金を納めるべきだろうな。
Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm doing this for you because I want to.
そうはいかん。私が元の世界に戻れるのはいつになるかわからないんだ。その間、ずっと好意に甘え続けるなど、騎士の名が廃る。私にもできることがあるはずだ。必ずや、キ君に恩返ししてみせる。
Ya elah, repot-repot banget, gak usah. Kecantikanmu sudah membayar semuanya. Fine. In that case, it's not a problem. Maybe you could. Wait, I don't have any slightest idea how I should find work in
この
this
世
world.
界で生きるためにも、仕事は探した方がいいだろうな。騎士
Job like that actually exist? Just that thrown the crosses of my mind or surrounding a rope into a nosely convention. From a distance, I see a car racing at top speed directly toward us. What?
なんだ？自動車が暴れているぞ。
The car doesn't show any sign of showing, even after mounting the sidewalk. Luckily, there is enough distance to giving us time to get out of the way. I wonder if the driver is drunk or fell asleep at the wheel. Basically, this sure caused a whole mess of
お
trouble.
おい、あれは大丈夫なのか？
Having run to a safe spot, wearily leave to for an instant until I look shocked where Catalia is now pointing. Small girl and a woman who looks like her mother are standing directly in the path of the speeding car. Oh no! It's obvious that those two are not going to be okay. I must be so frightened that my legs first has to move. It's unable. It's fallen into full panic mode. The car continues charge towards them with no sign of braking, leaving me mere seconds until the mother and child bodies will likely be shot into an air by the impact. Crap! My body moved it its own of volition. I didn't have any particular plan to mind, but when I realized I had to save them, my body was already in
お
motion.
おい！
Son of Catalia is already far behind me. However, I didn't have the time to turn around and see where she is. Successfully shoving the mother and daughter out of the path of the speeding car, I suddenly looked at the side. Kisekai! Oh! The car is looming right before my eyes. Truck hit me. Masukin aku ke Sekai. Ya enggak, bercanda lah. I'm dead. Nah, enggak mati. Kamu masuk Sekai.
Fine, I guess you are my little pog champ. Come here.
Those words pop in my mind when everything goes black.
おい、起きろ！
For someone smacked me in the head, and my consciousness returned full force. Hah? Wah, aku kira aku mati. I realized that I'm down on the ground. My whole body is pain, but seeing as I hit by the car going that I spit, At that speed, I'm pretty much uninjured. Oh, how about the mother and daughter?
大丈夫だ。少しかすり傷を負っていたが大事ない。キ君のとっさの判断があればこそだな。それよりキ君は自分の心配をしておけ。ギリギリでぶつからなかったとはいえ地面に頭を打ちつけたんだ。
I wasn't hit, but the car was too close for me to get away.
だから私が対処した。
Telling me, she jerked her thumb at something behind her. In the direction the crashed car totaled state. What did Katila just say? This is her doing?
ディアブロの尻尾で打ち据えられた時の痛みと比べれば虫に刺されたようなものだ。
Wow, thank you banget nih waifu ah. Bawa pulang lah
とは
kuya.
いえ一般人が耐えられる衝撃ではないな。何の訓練も積んでいないキ君では体が粉々になっていたかもしれないぞ。
You couldn't be more right. It's look to take in my mouth hangs open in shock. Huh? We truly are more from two very different worlds. I know she come from another world. It should be obvious, but the situation is really make that point hit home. Simultaneously, I make vow to myself to be careful to never ever make her angry. To her, ending my life could compatible to an elephant flicking away of a fly, for all I know. Haha, I guess I saw me making an idiot
そ
for
うでもない
myself.
さ。それよりほら
Waifu, perhatian banget sih. Ah, cantik banget kok. Atalia stretches out her hand towards me. Thank you.
まるで初陣を終えた新兵のようだな。
Catelia shares her words with me with a smile on her face. This the first time I ever see Catelia smile since I met her. Unwittingly enchanted by her beauty, I completely forget about taking her extended hand.
どうしたんだ？
It's nothing. Coming to my sense, I grab her hand. After she helps me up my feet, I check the surrounding once more. Although the speeding car is now completely totaled, seems the driver survived by the crash with the light injuries. The mother and daughters are safe, likely no one else was hurt. That's a relief.
ああ、キ君の功績だ。
Bayang gak sih ada waifu yang begini?
私はどうやらキ君のことを少し誤解していたかもしれないな。
Underestimate me?
正直なところただの貧弱な男だと思っていたんだ。
A weakling? Ya nggak apa-apa sih, manusia biasa sama ini.
だがあの母子を助ける勇気ある姿に誇り高き騎士の精神を見た。
Ya dong. You are extracting my body's smooth on filigree.
それができるのはキ君に騎士の精神が宿っているからだろう。誰にでもできることじゃない。胸を張っていいと思うがな。
Wah, makasih. I guess so.
まずはその喋り方を直してみてはどうだ？私とキ君に上下関係はないのだからな。
When she said that, I suddenly realized I hadn't been aware of until now, but when speaking with Catelia, I always use a polite tone. Our initial meeting made such big impression to me. If some sticks the word to your throat, You tend to speak to them politely after that.
ティ君と私は生活を共にすることになる。堅苦しいのは無用だ。
Living together sama waifu. I suppose you are right. I mean, right. I'm continuing on your Katelia. Yorishiku onegaishimasu.
あ
Gitu kan ya?
こちらこそ。
What is sense of embarrassment I feel? I feel my face glowing red, just like when I confessed my feelings to girl in the middle school. I was rejected. Ditolak. By the way, and spend the whole night crying into my pillow. After all exchange, I suddenly realized the cloud of people have created around us. Focus the way obviously Catalia. That girl dresses like night. She stopped at coming car with nothing but a punch. No way, you must be dreaming. I swear, it's with my own eyes. I will be trouble if we hang around here. Before there is too much fuss, getting out here seems the wise choice. Miss Catalia, over here, over there. Let's make back stretch to get home. After waving the hand of the mother and daughter I saved, Catalia and I had to back street and Akibahara in an attempt to avoid the crowd. Sepertinya udah dulu ya, sampai sini dulu karena buat selanjutnya ya lanjut ke part selanjutnya aja, oke? Dan aku seneng banget, aku penasaran buat kelanjutan visual novel ini. Dan buat yang kemarin gak ada penutupan kayak gini karena aku itu recordingnya 1 jam gitu. Jadi ya aku jadi 2 part aja gitu. Jadi kan aku bisa maaf ya. Oke ya, buat yang suka sesi ini jangan lupa like ya dan komen juga di bawah. Komen juga nggak apa-apa, komen apa aja nggak apa-apa. Komen ya terserah gitu loh. Dan juga buat nanti kelanjutannya insya Allah aku bisa berapa ya, bisa ya sampai selesai, kita selesain ini semua visual novel. Dan buat selanjutnya mungkin aku pikir-pikir lagi. Masalahnya visual novel itu agak susah nemuinnya sih yang bagus yang mana gitu kan, agak ceritanya ada yang agak susah dicari gitu. Dan buat kelanjutannya tunggu aja nanti, oke? Dan apa lagi ya aku bilang ke kalian ya, oh iya, sebelum aku tutup video ini, bagi yang suka dan mau berlangganan ke channel ya silahkan langganan, gratis kok, nggak usah bayar gitu ya. Dan semoga kalian bisa ketemu waifu kalian di mimpi. Ya enggak lah, enggak. Semoga kalian bisa ketemu pasangan kalian yang bisa memperhatikan kalian seperti Katelia tadi, Mbak Katelia. Idaman banget kan, kayak gitu kan, wah hebat banget gitu loh. Dan ya, sampai jumpa nanti, jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe ke channel ini dan ke video ini juga. Dan see you again next time, bye bye everyone.